Imagine this: you secure your computer with a strong password, your Wi-Fi has encryption, your phone is protected. But then, a hacker finds another way into your network: your smart camera, your smart TV, your Wi-Fi enabled plug, or even another small device connected to your home network. These are called IoT devices, and sometimes, the weakest device on your network can become the biggest security problem. So how can hackers use IoT devices to attack a network? Let's find out. What is an IoT device? IoT stands for Internet of Things. An IoT device is a physical device that connects to a network or the internet. Examples include smart cameras, smart TVs, smart speakers, smart doorbells, smart lights, smart plugs, smart watches, and many other connected devices. These devices make life more convenient, but every connected device can also increase the number of systems that need to be secured. And that's where the problem begins: the weakest link. Imagine your home network as a house. You may have a strong front door, a strong lock, and security cameras. But what if someone leaves a small window unlocked? That window could become the easiest way. Inside, the same thing can happen on a network. Your computer might be fully updated, your router may have a strong password, but an old smart camera with weak security could become a weak point. Attackers often look for the easiest target. They don't necessarily attack the most powerful device. Sometimes, they attack the least protected one. Weak passwords. One of the biggest security problems with IoT devices is weak or reused passwords. Some devices are installed and never configured properly. The owner might leave the default password unchanged, or use an easy password that can be guessed. If an attacker gains unauthorized access to a device, that device could potentially be used as a foothold inside the network. This is why changing default passwords is extremely important. Every device connected to your network should have a strong and unique password when the device supports password protection. Outdated software. Another major problem is outdated firmware. Firmware is the software built into a device that helps control how it operates. Just like computers and smartphones, IoT devices can contain security vulnerabilities. When a vulnerability is discovered, manufacturers may release a firmware update to fix it. But many people never update their smart devices. Some devices may even stop receiving security updates completely. That means an old device can remain connected to your network while running outdated software. This can create unnecessary security risks. So regularly checking for firmware updates is an important part of securing IoT devices. A device becomes a foothold. Now imagine an attacker somehow gains control of a vulnerable IoT device. What happens next? The device may become a foothold. Instead of attacking your computer directly from the internet, an attacker may attempt to use the compromised device as a starting point for further activity. Think of it like this: the attacker gets through a small window. They haven't reached every room in the house, but now they're inside. From there, they may try to interact with other systems. Depending on how the network is configured and what security protections exist, this is one reason why network segmentation is important. What is network segmentation? Network segmentation means separating devices into different sections of a network. For example, your computers and phones could be on your main network. Your smart cameras, smart TVs, and other IoT devices could be placed on a separate network. Some routers call this a guest network. This means that even if an IoT device has a security problem, it may have more limited access to your important devices. Imagine putting all your smart devices in a separate room. Even if someone enters that room, they don't automatically have access to everything else. Segmentation creates an additional layer of protection. IoT devices can become part of a botnet. There's another major risk. A compromised IoT device can potentially become part of a botnet. A botnet is a group of infected or compromised devices controlled remotely by criminals. The owner may not even realize anything is wrong. One compromised camera may not seem very powerful, but imagine thousands or even millions of compromised devices. Together, they can generate huge amounts of internet traffic. These botnets have been used in large-scale attacks such as DDoS attacks, so your smart device could potentially be misused to attack someone else. And you might not even know it's happening. Why IoT devices are attractive targets? Why do attackers target IoT devices? There are several reasons. First, many people forget about them after installation. A person may regularly update their phone and computer, but never check their smart camera. Second, some IoT devices have limited security features. They may not support advanced security tools. And finally, people may connect many IoT devices to the same network as their important computers and personal data. This means one poorly secured device can increase the overall risk. How to protect your network? The good news is that you can reduce these risks. First, change default passwords immediately. Never leave a device using its factory default login credentials. Second, use strong and unique passwords. Don't use the same password for every device. Third, keep firmware updated. Check whether the manufacturer provides security updates. Fourth, remove devices you no longer use. If an old smart device is no longer needed, disconnect it from your network. Fifth, use a separate network for IoT devices when possible. Many routers allow you to create a guest network. You can connect smart devices there instead of placing everything on your main network. Sixth, choose devices from manufacturers that provide security updates. A cheap smart device may become a problem if the manufacturer stops supporting it. And finally, secure your Wi-Fi and router. Use modern Wi-Fi security. Create a strong Wi-Fi password, and keep your router's firmware updated. Let's put it all together. Imagine your home has a computer, a smartphone, a smart TV, a security camera, and several smart plugs, all connected to the same network. Your computer might be completely secure, but the security of your entire network isn't only about your computer. It's also about every other device connected to it. If one device has weak security, it can increase the risk for the entire network. That's why cybersecurity isn't just about installing antivirus software. It's about understanding your entire digital environment. Every connected device matters. Final thought, the Internet of Things makes our homes smarter, but every smart device adds another responsibility. Hackers don't always attack the strongest device. Sometimes, they look for the easiest one, a forgotten smart camera, an outdated smart plug, a device still using its default password, or an old IoT device that no longer receives security updates. The best defense is simple: know what devices are connected to your network. Keep them updated, use strong passwords, and separate IoT devices from your important computers when possible. Because when it comes to cybersecurity, your network can be only as secure as the devices connected to it. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Byte for more simple explanations of cybersecurity and technology. And before you go, take a look at your Wi-Fi network. You might be surprised by how many devices are connected to it. See you in the next video.